Alright, welcome back to another episode of SketchySpeed. Okay, so I basically recorded this entire intro sequence of having to get SketchySpeed to run again after stealing the spark plugs for whatever reason, doesn't matter. I realized that I don't really need this entire opening for this video. It's boring and doesn't add anything to what we're doing today, which is going to be trying to beat the rear quarter panel out from where I smashed it into the wall. So I'm just gonna skip over this intro and pretend like this is the intro. So here we go. We're gonna heat this shit up right in this corner here. We're gonna try and bend that back out. This is still what we're doing with inside. I think this is just gonna rip. Probably need to drill a hole down here so I can get that off the battery. Maybe. I think it's gonna be my best bet. Or widen that hole, because that's gonna come out anyway, but I don't know if it's touching the battery or not. So now as I'm doing the next sketchy thing, I noticed it crumpled behind the plate. That's crazy. At this point, I think I'm cutting this. I just gotta be careful because the battery's still in there. I'm shocked that just worked. I need to go higher now though. Oh, battery's out of its hole. I'm gonna move the ground so I can still attach it and start my car. So I can continue to, if I can bend this out, that'd be ideal. I will cut it out if I have to, but if I can just bend it, I'd rather do that. But I'm still relocating this because it doesn't need to be. I'm gonna end up fucking blowing up a battery if I leave it there. That's not gonna be good. I think I ripped it. Ooh, yeah. Too far. That was one too many again. Where's the taillight? Guess that wasn't too far. I can definitely come out more. I should have let that out. Okay. Well. Let's go above that. This one might just shear off. That was way too thin a metal. Yeah, that ripped way too easy already. Ugh. That might just slip right out. Damn it. I'm afraid of that. Now the problem is, I go that way. Yes, beep beep, I hear you. remove the wiring. Oh, that's right, it's pinched in there. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot that happened. That curled right over my taillight wiring. Where the fuck? Like, but I couldn't do that again. Try and get pliers up in there somehow. I might need to get some needle nose. I think I would, but maybe. Jesus. Alright. Alright, I've made some progress, but I really gotta get at least like this section to bend. Because this is hanging too low. The taillight like bumps down. Ideally, which hole is it? Is it that hole or is it this hole? I guess that's the tab hole. I guess. Let's see. Yeah. Well, this hole. Ideally, this hole would come out more. Because I can't quite bolt this in there. But, I mean, I can get that one in. Well, this taillight doesn't have a bolt hole, but I'll have a bolt hole in the other taillight. This one would bolt in, so that's fine. I could survive with one bolt. But, ideally, it would just come out a little bit more. But I really gotta pull this out somehow. Because pulling it with the strap is not doing anything anymore, it's just slipping. And hitting it with a block of wood wasn't doing much, but I guess I just gotta heat it up and keep going at it. So we're gonna try that. Resort, I've stooped too low. Whatever. Fucking battery's dying. Cool. Alright, so pretty much as you can tell at this point, it's just a lot of beating on the car and heating it up and beating it some more. So we're kind of just going to skip through the rest of this, go a little bit forward in the future here because you don't need to see 20 more minutes of me hammering on the car. it's almost a week later that I've touched SketchySpeed. Anyway, we're back on it. I should have just recorded that. I just cut this piece right here. I started low, and as soon as I cut up through this just snapped over there. So it's like there's just a lot of tension being held in here. Oh, we are getting carried away here. Got the Sawzall in there to start chopping. The bucket is gonna get just removed, and I'll just put a piece of metal there or something. Figure that out later. But remove this, pull this, hopefully. That's the plan. Whew. Thank goodness. All right, that is a big step down. Now, really, this has all been pretty straightforward, really. You know, get some boards, smack it across, cut out the shit that's too bent, that you really don't need to worry about it anyway. The hardest part about this is this line right here is supposed to be where the taillight sits. So I have to now figure out how to round that back in. But if I hit it, it just kind of flexes the whole thing back in after I just got it pulled out. So I guess we gotta hit this some more. Looking good though. So I also figured before I get this bent properly, trying to get it to, I don't need it to have that bolt hole there, but oh my goodness, we're so close that like I think I can bend this to get both bolts through it, because that one goes through this side okay-ish. It's never gonna be perfect again, obviously, but if I can get that second one in there, it'll be golden. Gotta make it worse before it gets better, right? Whoops. Alright, so before I can call this good, I have to replace my door and see how that goes. Because there's this gap. I gotta see if the gap is caused by the door being crumpled or from me hitting the wall and possibly just pulling this whole quarter. So I gotta put my other door on here, check the gap, and see what I'm gonna do about that. All right, so as it turns out, not good news. All right, here's my new door, pre-scratched. And we still got a healthy gap. Yeah. I guess I could probably take my alignment pin out of the door and probably move the entire thing back, but then it's not gonna be right. It won't be on the A-pillar, which it's already not really on the A-pillar. So that means this entire recorder is buckled this way, which I kind of already thought that because of the dents that showed up after I hit the wall back there. That seems like the best course of action for that, so I don't pull something else somewhere that I don't really want to. Also, I don't know how I'm going to pull that forward, so we'll tackle that another time. So while editing the video, I realized that the clips are kind of jumbled and not all there at the end. My phone had once again reached maximum capacity of my storage. I have way too much stuff on my phone, so we kind of lost a clip talking about how I plan on pulling out the quarter panel and trying to close the door gap more. I don't know what happened with the clips. I guess, I assume it just stopped recording and just didn't save the clip because of its being full. So we are gonna end this video here and immediately pick back up so I can delete these clips off my phone, get the storage back, and I will get back to filming the rest of the fixing of this quarter panel. So thanks for watching, and hopefully the other one will be up fairly quickly because I'm immediately starting on the giant holes that I have cut in the car. So bear with me. Thanks.